A storm came through yesterday. As you can see, there's a lot of things that got messed up a little bit. I think the worst thing would be the corn. Oh, oh, oh. Entirely. Entire. Unfortunately, on this pepper plant, I lost this entire limb. There was a storm that came through yesterday, and it did some damage to some of my plants. This pepper plant, this branch right here was just loaded with peppers. So what I did is I cut those peppers off. One looked mature enough, the others were very small. So I'm just gonna see if I can dry them out and get the seeds out of it or do something with it. But the limb was totally broken, so that's okay. It happens. I mean, we haven't had any bad storms in a long time. Matter of fact, that was the first real rain we had in weeks. So, it is what it is. I hate that that happened, but there's still other peppers on there. There was one real big one down at the bottom. You can't see it from this angle. And I had to go and use that little soap and water solution. It was covered in leaf-footed nymphs. Those are the leaf-footed bug. That's the babies, those red bugs. It was covered. So I got the little water solution. Here it is. There you go. And I just dipped the whole entire pepper in there. Can you see at the bottom? Yeah. I just took the entire pepper and dipped it in there. I hope you can see it. It's a bad angle. Okay. But yeah, so I'm discovering a lot of damage. This pepper plant is still leaning. I'm gonna have to go ahead and stake it again. Yeah, I gotta come. It's so hot right now. It's gonna be really hard for me to do anything. So, and I'm just now coming out here. So it's like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, and it's really hot. So I'm gonna do what I can, but I can't stay in the heat long. So I'll do what I can, and then I'm gonna go back and get in the cool. I can't stay out here in the heat. These are the ones that fell off that branch. So I lost the whole branch. So I just took the peppers in. They're not fully formed, they're not fully grown. But I went ahead and took them off, and let's see if there's some seeds I can use, or of course I can put it in the compost bin. And then we have these. It's a yellow and a couple of red ones. This one, hopefully, it wasn't completely turned yet, but I went ahead and took it off that plant. This one looks pretty good. All right. Well, one thing that Destiny broccoli that I said was heat tolerant, it truly is. Because look, it's really hot, and look, Still nice and perky. Okay, my Chinese cabbage did not fare well. Only a few of the plants are still alive. Now that's the Green Magic broccoli over there. And it's supposed to be heat tolerant also, but it's a little more wilted. So I will say this, they are in different containers, more shallow containers. And when you have a smaller container like that, I'll go around to the other side so you can see. Okay, see, when you have a smaller container like that, you have to water them constantly. You know, like those little stackable planters a lot of us were using that we got from Dollar Tree. Those were so small and shallow, you constantly had to keep them watered. Well, that's the same with any type of planter that's small. It dries out much quicker than a deeper, larger container, so you do have to water it quite often. Okay. I'm just doing a quick walkthrough to see how everything is faring. The sweet potatoes are doing just fine. Okay, rosemary, basil, parsley, oregano. The oregano's looking really nice. It's perking up. Okay, I got one beefsteak plant, that tomato plant that is dying out. I'm going to remove that and put something else in its place. But the other one over there is doing just fine. That one's nice and healthy. So we're good. Look at my my cucumbers. They were safe from the storm. And they are climbing up the trellis. Look at that. Well, it's not a trellis. It's like, I'm using it as a trellis, but it's a tomato cage. And it's doing well. I'm very pleased with that. Okay. This pepper plant looked like it made it through the storm okay. I think because it has all those other plants near it, it kind of protected it from the winds. My tomato plant that I covered is holding up well. I see where the wind has kind of opened up a little gap in the fabric, so I'm going to close that. But before I do, I see a tomato. I was hoping it got bigger, but I see a tomato there that is turning red, and I'm going to go ahead and harvest it. I don't think it's going to get any larger. I hope you can see. I don't think it's going to get any larger. And I learned that it's best to go ahead and pick your tomatoes at first blush and let them continue to ripen like off the vine. So because of the fact that I'm dealing with so many insects, especially the leaf-footed bug and the stink bug that is attacking the tomatoes, I think it would be best to harvest that tomato. Look, one tomato, but guess what? It's a harvest, right? All right. Okay. So these are my red kidney beans right here. And these leaves, I have a lot of bad leaves on there. Those were bugs. I think I showed you before the bugs that were attacking these leaves on my red kidney bean bush here. But I did plant more seeds. So this entire area in the middle, those are going to be red kidney beans. And then I planted in that empty spot right next to this existing plants over here. I planted more beans over here. So just so we can, like, if you have a problem with the plant because of the heat, because of insects or anything, you're ready. You know, you have another healthy plant growing right beside it. So you just got to keep it protected from any disease. You don't want the disease to spread to the healthy plant. Let me kind of move over here so you can see better. Here we go. I'm trying to do this quickly because it's really hot. I picked a bad time of the day to come out. Lots more okra. I harvest okra every single day. Every day almost. So I'm going to go ahead and grab those before they begin to get hard, while they're still nice and tender. So, and they look, I'm very pleased to say that the okra the plants did not bend or break during that storm. So that's awesome.